I'm a winner. I'll do everything I can to win. At the end of the day, like, I'm the most electric football player, and I'll be the best every single Saturday.
It's all about Diego Pavia. He has lit the college football world on fire with his swagger, his confidence.
It's the attitude that he plays with.
That kid is ridiculous.
This is the playmaking ability of Diego Pavia.
Goodness, this kid from Albuquerque, he's a star.
This is my 39th season of coaching, and I've coached, a lot of players over the years, but he's probably the most competitive young man that I've ever coached.
Oh gosh, yeah, I think relentless would be maybe the first word. Just so tough, and it seems to just never be out of the fight ever.
Well, I've coached a lot of players. All our quarterbacks have been tough that I've been around, but Diego is certainly, I would say, physically taking hits, not sliding, running over people, just the way he plays. I wouldn't trade him for anybody.
How people think he is off the field is probably about what you expect. So.
Hell yeah! Gonna want to flow, baby. I'm the chosen one, baby.
One thing, stars come out at night.
And it's hard not to like Diego, He's honoring, like we all are, but he just kind of people gravitate to him, whether it's players or people off the field. They just have a way of gravitating to him.
You'll never get another chance like this to play for your brother in this environment. Let's go take we don't mean 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And I told people I was coming to Vanderbilt. They're like, don't go there. You guys can't win. It's the SEC. It's the best of best. You guys won't be able to win. You guys won't even be able to go to a bowl game. But I like that stuff. Like, I like when people tell me no, that I can't do things. And so that's what drives me too, is just the outside noise.
He's been doubted pretty much his whole life. Just coming from Albuquerque, New Mexico, not a place that usually breeds football players. Didn't really have any offers coming out of high school and all that stuff. So he's kind of been the underdog, and I think that's what kind of fuels the competitor in him, just to prove everybody wrong.
It's rough for sure. I grew up in the South Valley of Albuquerque, New Mexico, a rural area, a lot of violence. The cops are down there every single day. But I really just wanted an opportunity to make it out and just help my mom. She sacrificed so much for me and my siblings that, I want to do it for her too. It's just, she's put so much into this and believed in me so much. Like, no one else has my back like my mom.
Mom.
He's getting mic'd up. He's mic'd up right now.
I want you guys to know I got chosen captain today. Yeah, I got chosen captain today by the team. So
that's the most important thing in the world is family. A saying that my mom always taught me and my grandma was that blood's thicker than water, and that means just the ties that you have within your blood is bigger than any friendship, any relationship outside of family. My mom has 13 brothers and sisters, so there's a lot of family within us, and so we all get together at one house and just have a huge dinner and just have fun. It's just so awesome to see.
You had 70 family members here. What did it mean to do this in front of them?
Where's the family? Where's the family? Come on.
Obviously, people doubted me in high school, didn't think I could play Division I football. I had a few Division II offers. Didn't want to take it. I thought I was better than that. Walked on to JUCO, bet on myself, 2 years there. That experience was probably my favorite football experience, to be honest. Awesome, because everyone's going through the same pains at the same time, and just having every single one of your brothers there and just caring for one another and just helping each other is the biggest thing that allowed me to be successful in JUCO.
Coach Keel and I had decided that we were looking at some other quarterbacks, and you know, we were actually going to actually offer a quarterback at a different school.
We went to Hooters, we were watching the national championship game, and all of a sudden, you know, we go, hey, that other one's pretty good. He just won the national championship. So I told Coach Becky, I said, you got to call Coach Strohmeyer. I'm not. And but that's when we ended up taking Diego, and we didn't know what we were getting, to be honest with you. And we're getting a 5'10" guy that, you know, really didn't look like a quarterback and so forth. And all of a sudden, you know, now look what he's doing in the SEC.
He was real inconsistent early on. He, you know, was made some what now would be like uncharacteristic throws and stuff. He was competitive, but just a little too inconsistent just to win the job.
I was in and out the lineup, and then I didn't get my full chance until that UMass game at halftime. I talked to my brothers and my cousin and my best friend about it. Just go be you. Like, that's all they told me, was just go be you. Everything would just handle itself. Just be you. And so ever since then, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna play the way I want to play. And so ever since I got the reins back, like I just never looked back.
New Mexico State had drove me crazy for a while, you know, because, you know, I'm going, hey, you can't make that throw, you know, you can't do this. And finally I said, just let the kid play.
Plenty of room opening up over that left side. Still on his feet! No way!
Well, I remember in our first phone call, we talked a lot about, you know, his background, his family, the things that were important to him, and finding a place to play. That was the crux of our first conversation, but it ended with him telling me, I look forward to helping you win championships at Vanderbilt. You know, and that was always a meaningful statement, because in my role, I've had to spend a lot of time here in the last 4 years convincing a lot of people of a lot of things. But it was clear to me that with him, there was no convincing. He had a level of belief in what we could accomplish here together.
So I would fly up here, and it was like, oh my gosh, like this place is nuts. Like just seeing the campus, how big the school was. It's the SEC, the stadium's bigger. Practice fields were, you know, like they don't realize how blessed they are of what they got here. Indoor practice facilities, the weight room's nice, there's nutrition, the cafeteria's serving steak every night. It was just like, oh my God, like this is a dream come true. Now we just gotta win football games. And I remember on Eli's visit, we went up to Richie Hoskins' room, which is like by Broadway. And we were overlooking Broadway, and I turned back at Eli and his girlfriend, and I'm just like, we're turning this thing around. Like, we're gonna have Nashville popping. And so like, just then I just like fell in love with Nashville and just wanted it so much for myself, for the people who doubted me, for the people who doubt this team still to this day. Like that's who I like to do it for.
Once he arrived, you could start to see his intensity and his connection and the things that make him unique as a person. You could immediately start to feel the impact of it.
He went out and, you know, he wasn't going to let anybody take his job. I mean, you knew that. I mean, that's the way he is. That's how much confidence he has.
But when I got here in the summer, I recognized guys who just wanted to win, that they just wanted to win, they just didn't know how to. And, you know, it was just like throwing after, getting in bond with the guys. And it was just so awesome how the team started clicking. And people on the outside always want to talk about how Vanderbilt is, but they didn't know what we had. But, you know, just that camaraderie that we had and just was just so special. You know, they pull us all aside and he tells me like I'm the starter. But yeah, I remember that feeling. It was just so awesome. I told my mom like, this has to get done. You know, come out to Virginia Tech and let's do it.
You know, we don't win a game without him. You know, the whole team is a part of it, but I think anybody would tell you here that he's been a difference in what's happening for us right now. You know, we're not where we're at without Diego Pavia.
You know, not very many people were giving us a chance to beat Virginia Tech, and he wanted to do his part to help us win, and that was the start, definitely, of the season for us. And when we, you know, felt like, okay, yes, he's gonna do the same things here that he's done everywhere else. He's gonna be a great leader, and he's gonna be a guy that you can depend on.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, just having the hard work that we put in, you know, come to light in that game. Obviously, we've won a lot of big games after that, but, you know, that game specifically, they were #1 ranked in the country. But, you know, that just goes to show that anything in the world can happen.
You know, I think the one touchdown pass to Junior on 4th down against Alabama, that was a play designed that we were going to try to throw to one of our guys into the boundary. Play broke down, you know. Junior did a nice job with his route and was able to get open, but for the ability to find him and the ability to get the ball to him under the pressure, under duress that he was at was a tremendous play.
Oh, goodness, on 4th and 1, the doors come through against the tie.
We feed off the doubt to a point. You know, there's going to come a point in time where people know what the program's capable of, and then we'll have to create that kind of energy elsewhere. But externally, a lot of people don't believe in it. And again, that motivates us and inspires us to work harder together to make something special happen.
This university means a lot to me. Having the students around, the students are awesome. I just feel like, more importantly, like, having an impact, you know, with the students is bigger than anything in the world. The way you impact someone's life is totally, like, way bigger than anything I'll ever do football-wise. So it's just an awesome feeling just to be in a classroom at Vanderbilt.
I think he'll get a chance to play at the next level. I really do. When people start really digging in and looking at what he's done at every step of the way, and people have doubted him every step of the way, and the fact that he continues to find ways to win games and find ways to get better, I think they're going to take a good look and say, you know, we want to bring this young man into camp and just see what he can do, because he's a winner.
You know, I don't know what the future holds. I know this, no matter what he does, he'll be successful because he's so competitive.
You know, obviously with Diego's story and the things that make him so special to us, I've just been very proud of him and happy for him because he deserves it. You know, I mean, he's worked really hard. He's had a wayward journey here, and he's seized and maximized opportunities along the way, and that's no different from what he's been able to do for us this season.
What would you say to anyone who still doubts you?
Shoot, keep doubting me, just turn on the TV on Saturdays.